once again, this is Ritesh Lata. हम आप लोगों के लिए काफी informative and exciting content लेके आ रहे हैं. We have invited a lot of wedding experts and we make sure that we keep these videos short. चले, let's go. Okay, so this profession is because it's a designing, and there's a lot of thought process goes into designing. So, what is your inspiration, and how do you tackle it? Like, and there are a lot of new trends coming in, but still, since it's a wedding, so you have to be grounded. You have to
Right.
The cultural
Right.
aspect is always there.
Right.
So, how do you manage it? How do you kind of mix both the things, the ongoing trends and culture? How do you get inspirations for designs, if I may ask you?
So what I feel is like it's more about instinct, because last collection also that we designed, it was a combination of Banarasi and Pichwa. Jugalbandi it was called. So it's again, we believe more in handloom. We use those fabrics and all. But the designing inspiration, it comes from the instinct, from within. I don't know how or what, but जैसे एक poet लिखता है ना, when it rains, he writes something about it.
Correct.
And when the season changes, he writes something about it. So it happens with us. So that's the plus point, and that, see, we are designers, तो किसी इंस्टीट्यूट से पास हो गए तो एक सर्टिफिकेट मिल गया, ये सब हो गया, that is a different thing.
Correct.
But we feel that ये जो हमें instinct आते हैं ना, so that's what we feel comfortable, and we एक acknowledgement मिल जाती कि है, मतलब creativity and that angle is there. So that really helps.
Right. Also, I feel a lot of time, very small little things, sometimes directly inspires us. Like, somebody walking across the road, some small little conversation, just just implants that little concept. So it just happens, as Mangesh said, comes from within. You don't know what consciously, subconsciously gives you the lead. But a lot of day-to-day people, day-to-day moments, day-to-day conversation kind of, I think that's the major key thing what we seek inspiration from. Like a person walking there, or like if we go to a street market and we see
Marigold.
marigolds,
Yeah.
a marigold, an old lady or a typical Maharashtrian lady sitting with a nut and selling flower. So that particular picture kind of inspires you to create the collection. So, a lot of one-to-one, day-to-day connection builds up. And we both, I believe in real life inspiration, because, where you can relate, you can live that moment.
Correct.
So that's how I think.
And Shruti is very good with her collection names.
Okay.
Like Jugalbandi was there. Then we do. We did a collection called Ramnavami, Piri Koti, and we have a exhibition that we do every year. It's a festive collection. It's called Tamjam. So she's good with the names. Maybe
That's
Banarasi touch is there.
Banarasi touch, you can say, because of Hindi also.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised up in a very a house where this lot of very clean Indian sage. My father was very, he also loves to talk like us, like how I talk. Right? Mangesh also talks a lot, but I've grown up listening to his things, and his usage of words and selection of words is like, I think, truly dominates my day-to-day life.
Great.
So it comes back from there, and I think the Banaras also is a very poetic city. So
Now, Shruti and Mangesh, you have been in this industry for quite a long, so you have seen, you must have seen a lot of things, the trends changing and things changing, the way you communicate with the client is changing. So, what is that, kind of major change you see in today's world? What versus what when you started? So, I remember when I started my journey as a wedding planner, we hardly used to meet the bride, and now the entire decision is taken by bride. So, what is there in your industry when you started and where you are today?
So I feel majorly the technology that has changed, that I can see
Okay.
Behavioral pattern also lot, like as you said, that bride takes the decision, or even the parents, they are comfortable with their daughters saying few things. Like earlier, it used to be like parents used to come and they used to decide. But I realized this when you said that. But I that really happens.
So can you give me a story of uh, you know bride 10 years before, how they used to come to your store and interact with you, and now how the bride today comes to your store and interact with you.
So yeah, पहले तो major जो gap आया, I mean the transformation जो आया है, पहले the brides used to come. The concept was very simple. I think पहले when we started long back, the major design part, and this I'm talking in terms of bride, blouse design. Mostly लोग साड़ी पहले, especially when we have a store in Pune.
Yeah.
So I'm relating to the public around. बहुत रहता था तो सारे जाओ पहन the design match. But the trend has transformed, changed. It is shifted to Ghagra. It is shifted to
Earlier in Maharashtrian weddings, they used to be like one day wedding, one day affair. कि सुबह शादी हो गई, हो गया. But now, because of also because of Bollywood and all the
yes.
Other cultural
Other
effects.
cultures.
The concept of shoots, reels, capturing their moments,
Yeah.
a lot of.
So it's a 4 day affair.
Yeah.
Even the Maharashtrian weddings are good for us actually.
Like
You get to design more.
Yeah.
Pehle, the red was the hardcore bridal color, but now we need brides choosing ivory and golds and all those such light colors also, and mothers and the family.
Yeah, and same with the groom. They are opting for the bright pinks and
Right. Yeah, the
turquoise.
grooms
Oh,
we
wow.
see wearing vibrant pink and all. They seem to be very happy. They look amazing actually. So that's the super change in the trend. I feel they started exploring different colors. They
Correct.
started accepting their own personal choice. Also, my thing initially, the weddings were always supposed to be bling, loud. But now we just met a bride a few months back, and she said she believes in organic and sustainable fashion, and she chose a wedding at the national forest amongst the green. And how can you suggest me? So like she was into more organic and sustainable clothing.
Yeah.
So we suggest
That will come up, I think, with the it's more of silks and blends now, that the fabrics that I use.
Okay.
But the organic fabric for wedding, it will come up now.
She wanted to preserve it forever. She wanted to pass it on to next generation.
Wow.
And then also her character, remember this bride with a beautiful curly hair, and then she looked like a goddess. And then to the best part, she wanted something to be designed which depicted like goddess Lakshmi or something like that. That was a very beautiful concept. So she inspired us. Maybe in future, someday we could
We can
some
create that collection
Yeah.
of luxury.
So I was just telling you, like, people in real life inspire us.
Correct.
That was a kind of click point in our thought that, yes, we met somebody who spoke like this. So that was a very interesting wedding we did.
No, and the change you're talking about, now I just realized it's more in men as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because earlier men used to be like, हाँ यार एक शेरवानी बनाओ, एक कुर्ता बनाओ, वो बिक जाएगी शायद,
Yeah.
and same gold ivory. But now they are very keen, like they will come 10 times.
Yeah, the detailing.
Detailing, at times they are more keen and more interested than a bride also.
Oh,
The detailing की कैसे embroidery होगी, what colors are we wearing, मुझे sample दिखाओ, मुझे ये करो. So that's interesting.
Right. Right.
so yeah, so like the awareness is much more now.
Also, one more biggest change is like overseas wedding. The bride is in US, Australia, or the groom is in US also. And they just come like 4 days before the wedding. So everything has gone digital. Everything has gone. You have to you really update yourself to meet the requirement. To still do it in the best possible way for them. So that also has become a major change in our this.
Technology.
Without meeting them, creating it for them is also
Correct.
a big time challenge for us.
So now this leads to my another question, because when we talk about wedding fashion, it's not only the attire which you wear, because nowadays there's this everybody wants to have a lot of accessories around it.
Right.
So how it goes in your field, whether these people come up with their own jewelry or whatever accessories they are wearing, so they come up with that, or after designing they go and buy the things. I don't know how it works.
So there was both ways. Sometimes they buy the jewelry and they come up with the jewelry and stuff, and we try to match the gold of the concept of the theme. Or many times it happens they decide the nagra or the shimwani and everything, and they take us swatches and then they go to jeweler and decide like what.
Okay.
So both ways, but either we have to make it according to the jewelry, or the jewelry person has to design jewelry according to.
Yeah, and apart from jewelry for men, the accessories are mostly decided later.
Okay.
Like
After
the
the belt and the jewelry.
even those things are very trending nowadays.
Correct.
Those detailing also what's about. Safa, mojuri, matching mojuri, the embroidery on the mojuri.
Correct.
All those detailings have been done.
So do you collaborate with other industry experts like?
We do. Yes.
Okay.
We do have certain names in our list, and even people have our name in their list. Whenever we get a client or they ask us,
We recommend them that
Okay.
they can go. Because we don't want to get into it that you go there.
Hmm.
Then client might have some doubts.
Correct.
So we just suggest 3-4 names and they can go there.
And this works vice versa
yeah,
also.
right,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, that's good.
And now it's the era of collaboration, so we
Hmm.
have to do it.
Correct.
We cannot go without that.
I know. Okay. And since we were talking about the changes, what 10 years or 15 years before and what we are today. So obviously one thing which has changed, and you also mentioned that technology,
Yes.
which has changed immensely.
Mm.
And so what is the new technology, or what is that new thing which is there in your industry? Maybe few things which is already there, you are also using it, and few things which is there or which is coming up, you are not using it, but you are planning to use in future. So what is that, if you can just tell us?
So it's more of like we are coming up with a concept of the shirts for men, the party shirts and the office wear shirts. So their technology will play a major role, which we'll be coming up with, because we'll have all the structured thing on our website where you can order the shirt, give your measurements, give the sizes, and everything will be there. So their technology will be using. And even now we are using it with having our videos for measurements, because most of the bride and groom, they come from out of the country. They come a week prior or so. So we send them the videos and the charts for measurements. So there we use the technology a lot.
Also, I think because of AI, we haven't started using it, but soon we will, because how the bride looks wearing that khatan and how the groom will look wearing that shirwani or the jacket or that suit.
Maybe it can be a bit too perfect, and they will imagine themselves that perfect.
No, but I think that will be a very good idea to have it,
Yes.
especially in your field, because when you have AR and AI coming together, the incident which you said, the bride,
Correct. She chose a wrong
yes,
color.
she chose a wrong color, and then so last minute things can be avoided
Those
with
kind
this.
of numbers can wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I
But
think
we have to be with the technology. Like we cannot just be creative and not do that.
Yeah, that's the yes, because it has to be a blend of both the things to make our work easy and to make our clients' job easy.
Correct.
To update ourselves, keep updating ourselves
yes,
with the update.
because you must be having a lot of NRI clientele, or bride and groom staying abroad or some other cities, and they want you to design their outfit, and they get to come to India or to the place just a week before or 2 weeks before.
Right.
And as you said, it takes at least 2 months,
2 months.
of process. So I think these technologies will definitely help you there.
We have to be upgraded.
So these are the blessings in that case.
Yes.
In those cases, these
Yes.
are blessings. It just creates less confusion. It kind
Correct.
of gives them also
More
the
clarity.
surety of outfit going in a right way and a more clearer conversation between us. So
Correct.
definitely it's a blessing to go with.
So as of now, you're using, as you said, you're using some tool to take measurement and all. So do you think that that's giving you that kind of accuracy, and it's helping you?
So a little bit here and there. With the experience, we know when it is slightly gone wrong. And
Okay.
because
Yeah, and we will need the picture of the person.
Yeah, so we always have
So
to
we
let-
relate to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the expertise of 15 years, we know now, so this looks a little wrong.
Correct.
So we can correct it, and we keep the scope of correcting it on the last day.
Yeah, because when they come, we give them the trials.
Correct.
So it's not 100%.
Correct. Yeah, anyway, styles are there. Whether they come physically to your store or
Correct.
they are doing virtually, but they have to come for the trial.
Right.
And in trial, you can have this, small things
Right.
can be
Yeah.
rectified. So that's actually adding a lot of value to, especially bride and groom who are sitting abroad and they still want to be, because no matter how advanced we are, but still wedding is one thing where they want to be, they want to be rooted to the, to the culture of India, and they want to wear that kind of attire. At least not in all the functions, but at least in few functions they want to, wear Indian attire. And buying that Indian attire from abroad will not be a good choice for them.
A good choice and add on to your costing and lot of overheads and everything.
Correct. And then if you want to change things here and there,
Right.
once you come here,
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good.
Technology is important.
Yes,
Like
it's
in
important.
any other business.
Yes. Okay. Great. Okay. So now we come to almost end of our conversation today. So I want you to help our viewers with few tips and mistakes. So let me just ask you first, Shruti. Okay, let me ask you. Give me some common mistakes which bride makes and which can be avoided if you can just guide them.
So so though I have started observing that this brides have become little more aware than what they were. A lot of brides choose to be somebody else who they are not. I think this is the biggest mistake. You should please do your homework. You should scan yourself. You should know what you actually like, what you don't like. Do not go for something which you are not comfortable with, or do not at least wear it for the first time ever in your life, and especially for your wedding. I mean, just analyze yourself. Just maybe you can write it down, the do's and don'ts, what you like, what you don't like, and then kind of figure it out. Don't go for, say, for the outfit also, for the color you choose for your wedding. Say, if you're choosing a red color, and at the end you realize this is not my color, I mean, it's probably better in a new pink or a rose pink color. So these kind of blunders can be havoc at the end of the day. So please do realize what are you opting for? What is your visual character? Don't go for a short-term fashion. So wedding is something where I believe, we both believe, as Shruti Mangesh, that it's an emotion which we need to preserve and pass it on to our coming generation, because it has its own
It should not be a compromise on that.
Correct.
Right. So I believe it should be sustainable. It should be, something which you can preserve. It should be more worth keeping it with yourself. Don't go for short fashion. Don't go for trend. Don't go for those trending reel effect or those things. Don't let your mind get influenced by those things. Just be yourself. And same goes with makeup and stuff also. I've seen a lot of bride doing extra makeup.
Yeah, it's just because of the wedding they try to.
Yeah, I
Look
mean,
fair.
they look different only. I mean,
I
so
know.
don't do those kind of. If you stick to these basics, nothing goes wrong for your wedding for sure.
Great. And Mangesh, what about, if I may ask you,
For men.
for men, what are
For
these
men,
mistakes?
Firstly, they need to invest some time in their wedding outfits. It's not like buying a shirt. I'm telling you, it's not like just go there and buy something.
Okay.
So, as I said, that few men they have changed, but 70% are same. Like,
Okay.
हाँ शादी एक कर लूंगा मैं ले लूंगा ये कर लूंगा but it's your day man, invest some time, just imagine, visualize, they can come to us, they can discuss with us, even if they have no ideas they can discuss, even they have ideas they can come to us and discuss them, so we can help them with colors, with their styles, and most of them try something really wacky, they want to make something different for it. मुझे कुछ अलग बना है कुछ अलग अरे पर are you comfortable in that?
Correct.
That is very important.
Yes.
So it's like if you wear just a sherwani, you can look very graceful. At the same time, if you make too many cuts, coats, ये वो ऐसे वैसे कुर्ता यहाँ से आ रहा है हो रहा है, and if you are not able to carry that, तो वो joker हो जाता है.
Yeah, and that pressure that they're coming to the designer, so they have to get something on it.
Yes.
Something not anything on that also works well.
Correct.
The basics also sometimes goes really well for some people.
So if I have to say, combine both the things, so your suggestion for all the bride and groom to be is like be yourself. and
Absolutely.
and wear something which suits you, which suits your personality, which suits your
Yeah.
persona, which suits the way you are,
Right.
and don't try to be someone else.
That's the most fashionable speak, huh?
Yeah.
Be yourself, like you look the best version
Correct.
of yourself when you are real you. So that's the real thing, and that rest is our job to make you look the best how you are. So
Correct.
that
Yeah,
is-
silhouette wise, see, we'll make the perfect thing and then embroidery and everything will add the grace.
Correct.
But at the same time, if you're not comfortable in what you're wearing, so that doesn't that is seen in cameras and everything.
Correct. Okay.
So being a fashion designer, me myself, I did this blunder and decided to wear a red color outfit. It's not my color scheme. Except my wedding, I've never worn red color. And I don't know why I thought that I should wear a red color dress. I wore it and just to
So dress not for her wedding, but
Yeah.
she's talking about
for some other event.
Yeah.
The
not
red
for
sari-
her, not for our wedding.
So for my wedding, I wore red sari. It's a mandatory custom, so we had to. But after that, I don't remember I ever wore red color. So this event was there. I wore a deep red dress, a short dress, and I thought I looked nice. But my confidence was so low because I knew it's not my color. Just 2 minutes before the event, I changed into a white dress. And then I was happy and comfortable in it. So,
Yeah,
this
so
is-
you should be comfortable in what you are
Absolutely.
wearing.
Just experiment on your main day.
Correct.
Should not.
Great. Okay, so now my last question to you. If you can just give us a few tips to our viewers or the bride and groom to be, maybe one tip for summer wedding, one tip for overall tips,
Yeah.
for a bride and for you
Yeah.
for a groom. So what would be these tips?
So if it is a summer wedding, the bride has to focus whether it is inside, indoor or outdoor. These things cannot be ignored. We become very impulsive while deciding. We ignore that what kind of lightings will be there, what kind of makeup we'll be doing, what kind of jewelry will be. All of these things need to be considered and then design your outfit. If it is a summer wedding, it has to be breathable, it has to be comfortable. And you cannot go wrong on these things. If you do these basic check these basic lists, then you're sorted. And in the pastel color obviously goes well on those summer days.
Okay.
I think they search the best.
Okay. And overall, tip any time you are getting married in a season, what is that one tip which you want to give it
So
to?
brides, I feel they should, as I said, we both believe in sustainable fashion and we relate wedding to the emotion which should be preserved, which should be passed on. So they should always go for sustainable and organic fashion, I think, because it stays with you. It has a history, it has a story, and anything which has a story is always special. I feel so. Stick to that. I think that makes it more valid. Just
So for guys, for summer wedding, I feel apart from the main day of the wedding, they should opt for colors, nice colors and prints as well. Like आजकल हल्दी होती है, it's such a peppy event.
Events, yes.
So they should try some prints in that. संगीत होता है तो उसमें भी, and then this is about the summer wedding, but then winter weddings use a lot of suede because they give you so much elegance.
yeah, and it's
Suede
different.
fabric,
It's
yeah.
not something what we see every day.
Yeah, suede because like our weather it permits like साल के 2 महीना suede पहन सकते हैं,
Correct.
otherwise it does not. So winter weddings you can use a lot of suedes with different cuts and
Drama you can.
yeah, garment. So men के लिए तो I feel these things are good.
So you want them to explore colors and prints.
Yeah, I feel because
Which is true, yeah, you should. Whereas we are
Well,
able to bring them to pink, which is like a British
Yeah.
element, yeah.
Yeah.
no, because we traveled and then we traveled to Paris and Italy, and I saw men they are dressed so well, even in their day to day life or
Correct.
their office, and then
No,
that culture
Yeah.
should come here.
I think in a lesser proportion, but yes, it has started here as well. But
It has.
Yeah, but not that.
But the
Yeah.
quantum is very
Yeah,
less.
yes,
Correct.
right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. For,
Thank you, Nitish. It was
And
lovely.
It was great having you.
here on the
Yeah.
giving couch.
Great ouch, and we almost felt like coffee with Karan.
That's a
Next time,
compliment
next
to
time
you.
it will be coffee with Pritesh.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And you managed to bring down a lot of memories which we really
Yeah, we
enjoy talking about. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All my pleasure. And thank you guys. Thank you very much for listening us. And if you like this particular episode, please do like, share, and subscribe us. And so see you. Until then, be fashionable. Be in love and be stylish. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.